You know, when they were coming, this Sankara Madiba Conte has a group of people who led the delegation. These people include some of his sons, nephews, nieces, daughters. And it's going to be very interesting if you have some of the surnames that we are saying in this book have been adopted from that names. Like Manga, the daughter Sarah Magang was, because of some phonetical explanations, some people cannot pronounce Manga, Maga, they said Manga. And she was the daughter of Sankara Madiba Conte, who was among the migrants coming to the west.
So that's how Manga, the surname Manga
came, yes. Bajan.
So it's an extraction from Boja.
From Boja, yes.
Then Bajan?
Bajan is dialectical limitations, because people in Salum cannot pronounce Bojan, they said Bajan. These are in the Kaulaka area, yes, Ndangam and others. You go there, you have a lot of Bajans there. So that is because of limitations.
So what are some of their historical exploits? You said they were kings in their times, they belonged to the royalties. But I'm asking, do they have any particular trade in which they fared well?
Oh yes, they are farmers.
Farmers.
They are farmers. And they have caste groups among them who are cobblers, some are blacksmiths. So you see, what farming was their main occupation. And even during their migration, they had to settle in places where they would farm because they never wanted to depend on people.
So are they warriors too?
Of course.
Battlefield exploits?
You have a lot of warriors among them. And some have even image in Combo here.
Yeah, but the point is, go back in history, you hardly hear a Bojan name. As a warrior in the past, you don't hardly hear stories of great
I would tell you some
battlefield
I would tell you some in the areas from where I am. You have a female warrior called Ngandang, and you have a warrior, Jenum. Still you go to Combo, that man's name is said throughout, Jenum. So
Jenum Boja.
Jenum Boja, yes.
Probably Sanjali Boja.
Yes.
Is he also?
Sanjali, yes. One would say, even he's not a warrior, but he's a great hero.
Yes.
Because you know what Sanjani did. And still, he has left marks on this country.
So you believe that, after all, Bojang is kind of it used to be Conte.
Yes.
Then Boja.
Boja, yes.
Then from Bojang, you have Bajan and
yes.
Manga.
Bajan and Manga, yes.
Has the diffusion continued further?
Of course.
Did you have extractions from Manga and Bajan to have other surnames or sub-surnames?
Yes, because even these Jatas are nephews of the Boja. But Jatas were originally Jara. And you go to Salum, when they settled in Salum, they found a king there called Bamba Branjuf. This man, being a king, also know that these people are also noble men. And then he admit them in Salum.
So it seems your research is not just about the Bojans and the Bajans and the Mangas.
No, because I had to see the external link they have with other families.
Other families.
Yes. So this is how the Juf
Who were the closest kins?
Juf is one. And you go to Kabu also, these Sanes, they had connection with all these people because they had settled in these places for years.
If I ever pick through, I browse through your paper to the pages here, I could see at some point mystical invention of arms and ammunition. Yes.
Yes.
There were blacksmiths too.
Yes, these are places, especially in Suel, Casamance. You know, Suel is a very historic place in the Casamance. And this Bojans has dominated that area. Because the first
how about the Jibas or the Jibas in Suel? Are they prominent there as well?
They are prominent, but the Bojans are the founders.
The Bojans are the founders.
The Bojans are the founders, you see. You have so many...
But people go there for some kind of pilgrimage of some sort.
Of course. Even if you go to Jakoi, you have the judges going there. But what I'm telling you...
but Sewell in particular.
Yeah, what I'm telling you is, you go to Sali, Kenya, you have so many surnames there. That's so. Just to give you an example of one. You have the Sises there, you have the Dibas there, you have the Saos there. And all these people are honorable people, families. So when you go to, what you have to look, who are the indigenous people in that particular environment.
Well, okay, I ask this question because I understand that the Jibas are very prominent in Sewell.
Yes.
And we assume that the Jibas and the Dibas have almost a common origin.
Yes.
Or very close relations. And in Sewell, they go there for some kind of pilgrimage. Am I right? Or did you find that out during your research, because of your research?
You see, the Jibas and the Bojans are more or less the same.
The Jibas and the Bojans are more or less the same.
Intermarriage, they are the same. Because the Bojans are the founders of Sewell. These people came there and settled with them.
The Jibas came and settled with them?
Yes. You have about 8 Kabilas in Sewell. You have the Jammes there, you have the Jajus there, you have the Jibas, the Bajis, and the Bojans. But the Bojans are the landlords.
They are the founders of the village. The founders
of the village, yes. And up to date, they are the people who image leadership in that area.
It's not easy conducting research, gathering material. Putting this book together probably wasn't an easy job. You said you had to travel outside the Gambia. You're a teacher.
Yes. I did this because then I was not a teacher.
You are not a teacher
then I was working in the National Center for Arts and Culture, which was the then Oral History and Antiquity. And in most cases, we go out for these researches. So it was during this time when I met with Pasanjani. I had gone there to find out the history of Congo from him. So it was from there, he also thought that it is going to be very fruitful if we could write, if we could get an information on the Bojans also. So he went with me up to Sewell, because he knows the place very well.
Sanjal Bojan himself?
Yes. He did all the expenses. We went there, we discussed with some elderly people. We went to Banjali, where you have these mangas. We went to Binjona, to Ankaran Bajana and others. And from there, he would ask me to go alone and then try to collect information from people. He was the sole initiator of this. But actually, everything materialized because of the first mother. Because the first mother also, this Bojam Manka Bajan, people comes to her, and then she would also call up a delegation to go and attend some festivals in Casamas, and then the family start to reunite. So the rejuvenation comes from her. And that was the time we had to attend Jamorais.
So how much is that book? Is this book supporting that cause?
Actually, the book has not. Of course, because you go to Combo now, from Manduar, Kafuta up to Katong. If we call up a meeting, you will see different families coming up. Not even the Bojans alone. And I think this has reunited us. And even when we have meeting in Brikama, people from Fonyi comes up, who are not even Bojans.
You write about your own past, the Bojans, probably, based on your conviction that the information you have collected is correct, is authentic. How much information does it entail about, let's say, information that is less favorable to the Bojans, the other side of the Bojans?
I think this is not only favorable to the Bojans, because